Here's the thing. If you are like wanting to go after something and you find that you just can't like either jumpstart it, or you can't like, or maybe you've started it a little bit, but then you quit, or maybe you started, but then you're sabotaging it as you're starting it. You got to give God something to bless. Okay. So if there's no like seeds planted in the ground, how is the sun going to shine on the ground? How is the rain going to rain on the ground for fruit to then be produced, right? It's like if you don't lay, as the farmer, if you don't lay down the seeds, then there's nothing. It's going to be rain, but nothing's going to come out, right? Because like there's no seed there. So then you're like, oh, it doesn't work. Or it's almost like it's also equivalent to like if you're like, oh, well, I don't think it's gonna work. So it's you planting a seed and then you uprooting it. And then you plant a seed and then you just kick it out. And then you plant a seed and you uproot it to see if it's grown yet. And then you're like, it just doesn't work, right? So different things for different people take different amounts of time, different amounts of, different lengths of a season. Okay. So let me just say that again. For every one of us, based on our own individual journeys, there's going to be something that's going to take 6 months, something that's going to take 8 months, something that's going to take 2 weeks, something that's going to take 1 day. Like what happens is what we'll do is we'll compare ourselves to other people, and then we'll say, well, for them, it only took them a year, or for them, it only took them 6 months, or for them, it basically seems like it was overnight. You don't know all the different things that they've gone through to then get to that perceived overnight success, right? Or it could be like, wow, so-and-so got their body together like in 6 months, it feels like. And for me, I'm on year number 6 and it's just not working. But here's the thing, like if the whole time that you're doing something, you are you're throwing the blessings down, God can't, it's like, God's like, it's already here for you. You have to access it, right? Like you have to access it. I already blessed it, but I need something to bless. And then once I've blessed it, you have to access it. So it's like we don't really realize how much power we have in the tongue. Literally, God spoke the heavens and the earth into existence, and we are made in God's image. Okay. So just basic, flat out, just like that. So anytime that you want to go after something and then it's like, well, I'm used to looking like this. I'm used to not really having that much money. I'm used to being scared of money. In my family, we just, money is the root of all evil. And really, it's the love of money is the root of all evil. People's greed, people's pride, people's ego is what gives money, the tool of money, a bad rep. But then when you use money for good, like charity, like health, having enough money to have like really good high quality food, being able to go on amazing vacations with your family and having the best memories and learning and developing and be able to have money to invest in yourself to be able to become smarter, more knowledgeable, more wise, whatever, right? So depending on your background with money, you could say, well, people that look like me, people with my skin tone from where I'm from, like we just work full time. We get a capped out salary, and like that's just how it is. Like we're fine with it. Don't mess with us with it. And if you want to stay there in that consciousness, by all means, stay there. But for other people that feel nudged, like something is just off, you have to give God something to bless. So I talk about how much money I made in 1 month. It's a pretty decent 5-figure month. And I talk about it in my last live. So check out that last live. But I had to give God something to bless. Like I was putting in 4 months of effort to hit that really big month. Now, for some other people, they could have put in just 4 days. For some other people, it might take them 4 years. And really, it actually took me, to touch an amount of money in 1 month like that. I made more in 1 month than I did when I graduated college with a degree and got my first full-time job. I made more in 1 month than I did when I first graduated college in my first full-time job. Now, I had to like stretch my consciousness, and I'm still on that journey. Like right now, I'm still currently on it. But when I hit that amount, it wasn't really about the money. It was that like I had held the ability to be able to like say, God, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready for my next level. Like I'm ready to like be smart with money. I'm ready to do good things with money. I'm ready to invest in myself. I'm ready to like, I kept the portal open, right? Instead of like sabotaging like all these little seeds that I had planted, instead of sabotaging it, like online, making money online just doesn't work. It works for everybody else. The algorithm hates me. I can't go viral. Or you have to go viral to make money. And I don't care to go viral. Like it's all these like caps and ceilings that people just put on themselves. And I know because I did it. And in some ways I have to keep catching myself. Like every week I'm like, no, Ciana, why are you thinking that? Like it's not true because other people are doing it. So it shows that it's possible. And you've also done a version of this before. So like, what are you talking about? Like it's kind of an ongoing growth. It's like you're stretching out your ability. Like you're stretching out this like invisible bubble, and like you're only able to hold how big the bubble is. And if you intake too much too quickly, the bubble will pop, right? So during that time, I was like, okay, I don't care if I do this and till my grave, I will be making money online. I will be an entrepreneur and having online businesses. Like that is just what I want to do. And so I don't care if I have dollars in my bank account. I don't care if I had negative $70,000. Like I don't care. I was going to figure this out because get out of your own way. If you want to make more money, this is your answer. This is your answer to not have to like get a second job where you have to clock in somewhere, get a third job, get another part-time job on the weekends where you can't even enjoy your life because you're like using it all up, right? Like do this with your family. Go to the park, have your kids playing at the park, and you have your laptop up watching the course. You know, you can actually do this at the same time as like doing other stuff. By the end of the day, now I was saying this on another live that get a babysitter, treat it like it's like a seminar, and one day you'll have your own website and your own ebook ready to upload on the website, ready to make funds that day. And I know because I actually had some people test this out. That's why it took me a while, because I was like, I really want to make sure this works. And what's cool about the course is that you're grandfathered in. So as I add more modules, as I add more layers to the course, you're permanently in there. So it's never going to be this cheap again. So if you're worried about price and things like that, right now it's $44.99. And you get an addition if you download the coupon that's in the top link in the description right now, you get an additional percentage off. So I think it comes out to like close to $30 for 16 modules. I believe the total collected course is maybe 4 hours long, but maybe it's a little less than that, and it's broken up into like 6-minute, 8-minute videos. When I think about it, it's probably less than that. I need to actually calculate that up. So a course less than 4 hours, and you can start making money that same day. Like, this is your time. So get down in the description, go to my website, embodypursuit.com. You'll see it there. It's called Launch in a Day. Made $39,000 in 1 month. And actually, when I think about it, it was more than that, because I made money from my personal website that same month. So I made over that. It was like closer to like maybe $45,000 because I had made a ton of sales on my personal website. Now that one particular video went viral, but still making $5,000 in 1 month from your own personal website when you're just starting out, like you're putting in some time to like tell people about it, build up a relationship with your community, like that's pretty good. Like that's full-time income from your own personal website, from an idea that was in your mind. And I always tell people this, I wish I would have known this when I had a full-time job. I would rather have had a online website, online business while I had a full-time job, because then I would have transitioned way better, because I quit with no backup plan. So if you treat your current job like it's a backup, it's your current job is your investment into your dream. Like, you can also like reframe the way that you're looking at your 9 to 5. You don't have to quit and say, oh my gosh. You can say, you know what, I actually don't hate my job anymore, because this is actually just my foundation while I'm building my other thing. And I actually have a glimpse of like what that actually looks like. Like, it's actually possible. I've seen Ciana grow. You guys scroll all the way down to my page. I've been in the game on YouTube and in the online space for it's been like 8 years, but taking it seriously and doing it consistently, 5 years. And just in the last 2 years, right? But I'm like, I don't want people to have to like do what I did. And I was a hot mess. The reason why it took so long is because I couldn't make a decision. I was all over the place. I had imposter syndrome. I kept contemplating. Like, I just kept like holding myself back. But you don't have to do that. Like, I put in 8 years of online mess ups, failures, all that, for you to be able to do it in one day. So it's your time. It's your season. It's no more watching weird influencers, online. It's your turn. It's your turn to figure out this online space. It's your turn. And it's like, a lot of you guys will be like, oh, well, I'm really good at this, or I'm actually, I'm really good at sales. I'm really good at, I'll get people that are great at hair care. Other people that are great at teaching. Other people that are great at managing. Anything that you're doing at your job right now, I actually want to do an ebook myself of like, if you want to get promoted at your job, how to get promoted at your job, because I did it so well and so quickly. And I know now, when I look back, I studied myself. I'm like, that's why I got promoted like I did. And then I would hire people and promote people. So like, I was on both sides of it. I was getting promoted, and I also would train and develop and promote other people. That's an ebook. I'm like, duh, Ciana, like, why don't you put that into an ebook? Your experience being a district manager, like, hello. Like, people that love their 9 to 5, but then, they kind of just don't know how to break out of like not being able to get promoted at their job. So there's something that you're doing right now, skills that you have because of your job, that could be put in the ebook. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't be tapping into the fact that you have access to the whole planet. Before, we only had access to our immediate brick and mortar, like whoever lived in our area, whoever comes in, comes across a yellow page ad, whoever comes across maybe, an ad randomly somewhere. Now, you don't have to wait. You don't have to sit back. You can pop on a live and start building up content. And every time you build up content, you have created, like, you've cloned yourself. So the hundreds of videos, actually thousands of videos that I have on YouTube, those are all miniature clones. So anytime someone is on the internet and looking up something that I happen to do a video on, my video potentially pops up, right? Still to this moment, still to this day. So think about it like that. Like, every time you do one video, it turns into a digital asset immediately. And it never expires until you delete it. Okay? So it's like, you guys, we got to burst our head open. We got to burst our consciousness open. And I might even do kind of like a mindset like thing in the future, where I really train you to like open up your brain. And I'm going through more levels of embodiment. That's why